Last time on RadicalSoda's Sonic Colors Ultimate Review!
I'm sorry, but is my intro cutscene stuttering? They forgot to light up the laser mechanics.
An eagle got in here!
So am I looking at a bush or Ansem's wet dream?
Launching you skyward!
I don't give a shit. My eardrums quake in fear whenever I boot this game up.
Don't worry, I'll help fix your game. What the f*** am I doing?
Was there always this much Vaseline smeared over the screen when you're boosting?
Oh boy, I sure do love these old original cutscenes.
1 minute Tails is speaking to me in one ear and then Sonic's boosting in the other seconds later.
Living in the city.
It's like a roller coaster.
Now it's time to check out the new Wisp first introduced in Team Sonic Racing.
What's Team Sonic Racing?
You know what? I don't know. The Ghost Wisp allows you to homing attack through walls to enemies and, I'm gonna call them vortexes, I guess, in order to get around. Most of the Ghost Wisp segments feel slapped in at the last minute, often taking place in areas that'll usually be completely out of bounds. A couple of times I wasn't even sure if I was meant to be in a certain area, but it's not the worst Wisp out there by far. In fact, it's one of the more fun ones, as it doesn't exist just to give Sonic one of his old moves back, like the Spike Wisp with the Spin Dash or the Hover Wisp with the Lightspeed Dash. I'd also like to mention the Ghost Wisp music, but the game didn't want to play it for me, so we'll all just have to imagine how it sounds.
Wow, I sure am loving this Wisp. I'll have to play Team Sonic Racing sometime.
Team Sonic Racing? Oh, I remember that game. I was in charge of fixing the online matchmaking.
Oh, right, it was busted completely on day one, wasn't it? Like, how did that go?
I was in charge of fixing the online matchmaking.
What's wrong with the Wisp release on the world map? In the original, they scattered quickly and smoothly, but in Ultimate, they clip into their direction seemingly randomly and then take 6 years to reach their destination. It doesn't even look mildly finished.
Much like the game as a whole.
Don't worry, we're almost done with Tropical Resort. I mean, we've only got one more act left until the boss of the area, and I'll be damned if they screwed this one up.
I don't know if I'm a fan of the remixed music.
So apparently someone high up on the totem pole over there, a blind squirrel, really likes the sound of a crisp Tamagotchi speaker on a sunny day, because when loading into a level, there's a chance that the music will just start with the boosting filter activated. It stops once you, boost, but sometimes there aren't any white Wisp capsules around or enemies to fight for a while, and you're forced to sit there and listen to it. You will enjoy Sonic Colors Ultimate! I'm starting to think I'd have a better opinion of the game if I'd been born deaf. Speaking of being deaf, I also wish I was blind, because Sonic's model looks like hot trash. Let's take a quick look at the original and compare it to the new one, huh? There's a couple of obvious changes between the two here and a few you might not notice straight away. Of course, the new lighting looks terrible in Sonic and that gives him the flattest look I've ever seen, but that's not really the fault of the model itself, more so a shitty decision made elsewhere that makes it look like ass. Firstly, this model is most likely an upscaled, more polygonally, why did I put the word polygonally in a, I can say it when I'm not saying it in a sentence I need to say. First off, this model is most likely an upscaled, more polygonally dense, come on, just say it, please. More polygonally dense version of the original. This means all of Sonic's animations from the Wii version should translate over to Ultimate with almost no issues. But this is Sega we're talking about, and what does Sega stand for? That's right, shittily engineered games. Ah! Why in the flippin' floppy freaking hell don't Sonic's eyes move? They moved in the original, and to be honest, that's not really a point in its favor, more so it's just something I expect in a video game. Fucking, you want to talk about mascot suit syndrome? Can you imagine if this is how Sonic looked in promotional artwork? That's not all, though. Not only do Sonic's eyes refuse to move, but they thought drawing a mouth on the bastard was a good idea, too. I mean, I understand this is more of a personal gripe with the Sonic's model or whatever, but here, Sonic looks determined. Here, he looks like he's missing his brain. And don't even get me started on the cream-colored areas. Why are they so bright? Every single comparison shot that I've stolen from Google Images just reinforces the fact that Ultimate is a downgrade graphically in almost every way. And we're not even just talking about Sonic anymore. I took one look at these images and said, holy shit, I haven't been harsh enough. We haven't even finished Tropical Resort! I finally collected enough of those park tokens to unlock a customization option, so I headed down to the laggy options menu and covered Sonic's gloves with clown jizz.
Very cool.
Now it's time for the Tropical Resort boss fight. Oh, it's over. The fight took 30 seconds and it died in 20. For 1/3 of the level, the boss was dead. I guess to get the S rank, I'll have to aim for a pre-null space time. Speaking of S's, Sweet Mountain's up next! I'll see myself out. Back when I first reviewed the original game, I remember enjoying the zone's theme. Not just for the food-related shenanigans, of course, but for the music, too. Sweet Mountain Act 1's got one of the best bombastic openings in any Sonic game. Huh? What is this? You promised me better than ever, Sonic Colors Ultimate. Includes Baby Sonic keychain. Oh, great! I get some trash with my garbage! After you get past the intro bit, the remix track actually sounds pretty good. Different, but still bringing a high-energy bop to the table just fine. But man, that intro. I don't know, man. I just feel like this was a missed opportunity to make the brass even louder. Now that's what I call a blast from the arse. You know, Sega, just because little Timmy brought his trumpet into the recording studio doesn't mean it should go in the game. Unlike Tropical Resort, Sweet Mountain doesn't actually look too bad, although it goes a little crazy with the light rays in some areas, especially in the 2D ones. Ah! Oh! Why did you scream?
You screamed first, it scared me.
Well, I had a good reason to scream.
What was that reason?
I saw a big bee.
Not really a good reason to scream though, is it?
You're right, I'm sorry.
No problem. Ah!
I've neglected to mention the Eggman PA announcement so far. Not for any particular reason, of course. There's just been a lot to talk about, and sometimes it's nice not to spend 80% of the review in Tropical Resort. Anyway, they're back, and part of the audio problems, I'm afraid.
We know they look delicious, but please refrain from licking the rind. That would be
That would be what, Eggman? That would be what? The Drill Wisp, of course, makes its return in this world, and it functions pretty much the same as it always did. This is Sonic Colors, after all. What the hell is this? Who put this line here? Looks like we not only have a Sonic from another dimension, but enemies and diamond thingies too. Great! Was that meant to happen? I want to see him suffer. You know, out of all the areas in the game, I feel like this one in particular could have really used the quick step. You've got your 3 lanes all set up for it, but nope, it's nowhere to be seen. You see, when I mentioned the lack of quick step buttons before, I'm sure some people out there thought to themselves, RadicalSoda, you stupid git! You don't need it on its own buttons because the only sections where you want to use it are the ones that are specifically made for it. Well, don't you look stupid now. Go ahead, delete that comment before somebody notices. Oh, whoops, it's too late and your comment's being disliked by so many people. Not that it matters because this is YouTube we're talking about, where dislikes don't mean a fucking thing because, oh no, big corporation made dumb decision and now looks as dumb as they are. Oh, what's this? 100 million free V-Bucks? Well, it must be legit. It's got over 2,000 likes and no dislikes. I went off track here at some point. What was I talking about again? Oh my god, I've got deaf in my right ear! Which means I can't hear all your guys' comments about me complaining about the sound mixing over and over again. I just realized there's a hole in the boost gauge. Why is there a hole in the boost gauge? Sonic Colors Ultimate never fails to impress me. It sat me down and said, Sonny boy, one boost gauge glitch just doesn't cut it no more. Here, have a second. Why did the Drill Wisp pop up there on a stage it doesn't even appear in? Because this is Sonic Colors Ultimate, the very best example of a game company just not giving a shit. The only other thing of importance in this level is the Rocket Wisp, and my goodness, I gotta go find someone who cares.
Is that the Rocket Wisp?
I just don't get it. I just can't wrap my head around how a remaster of a game, essentially an upscale port, can have this many issues. I must have seen it all at this point. Really regretting giving my money to Sega at this point. Did they just forget to animate that one? Here's something that's kind of just a Sonic thing in general, but say hello to our old friend Mr. Invisible Wall. Ain't it great to see him again? We all love Mr. Invisible Wall. Act 4? More like, why's the boost filter on, am I right? Kill me. It's good to see they didn't change any of the pulse-pounding action found here. Now this is what I play Sonic Colors for. When I picked up the game all those years ago, I thought to myself, damn, I can't wait for the moving platform segment. Holy crap, the Wisp music is working. I can finally critique the Ghost theme. It's generic spooky music. Am I meant to be here? At least you can skip the lift at the end of the stage by using the Ghost Wisp. If they're not going to change the level design to make them more interesting, it was the least they could do, I suppose. Nobody's looking at this and saying, oh yeah, this is happening! Now here's a little something that I didn't actually notice until somebody told me after I'd already played the game. So apparently, they've added a timer to the results screen to tell you, how long you have until Sonic stops paying attention to your input, so you can destroy all those numbers and get the special rewards. That's pretty cool. Would have been cooler if they'd finished the game, but hey, a timer! Awesome! I don't have a segue into this one. The robots just disappear here. I don't know, man. Like, come on. I'm getting bloody sick of this. Bug after bug, glitch after glitch. Like, if I was anybody else sitting down, I'd be having a grand old time. Just playing some Sonic Colors. Why was I born with a brain? Robots dropping like rocks. Seems fine to me, Mr. Blind Squirrel. What's that? The original robots drop slowly? What do you mean? That's stupid. They're made of metal, right? therefore they always fall at terminal velocity. I mentioned the Eggman PA announcements before about how they sometimes cut off with no real reason, yeah? Well, how about instead of getting less PA announcement, you get too damn much! Not only are the PA announcements now almost non-stop blathering away in the background, but they didn't even bother making sure they were different ones. I got the day-old donut line 3 times in a row, back to back. Not that I hadn't heard it plenty of times before. This line in particular seems to be the favorite.
Some of the donuts used in this ride are of the steel variety. Some of the donuts used in this ride. Some of the donuts.
I also noticed that if you walk past certain areas, a PA announcement will play. You know, like on a location trigger or whatever you call it. Problem is, if you die afterwards and go back to that segment again, it'll just play a second time. Heck, it'll play again even if you didn't die. The second day-old donut line from the 3 in a row I mentioned before was triggered at the exact same spot it played previously. I didn't die, I didn't restart, I simply moved back down to a lower area and the audio clip played again. Why does Blind Squirrel love the day-old donuts so much? They're not that good. Hey, take a look at this. Blocks blipping out and out of existence. Sounds like a Sonic Colors Ultimate kind of thing to me. So there I am sitting there like a total dumbass trying to figure out what's causing these jerk-tastic cutscenes instead of just shutting the game off and saying, fuck it. I mean, it's almost fine when the camera's angled Sonic's way, but like as soon as the lightning enters the equation, it's Stutter City. And then once more, camera shift, and it's fine again with the big battle shift, but a quick zoom? Is it movement? Is that it? Movement in the cutscenes? I've given up trying to work out how this problem made it into the game. Just at least let me figure out why it's happening. Holy shit, what am I standing on? An LED lamp?
Hey, Tails, you missed the BBBE.
Hey, Sonic, you missed the good riders. Where are they? I bet you don't know. You know, cause your writing sucks. We're finally at Starlight Carnival. It's taken us far too long to get here. Oh, Christ!
Has this ever happened to you? You're sitting down trying to enjoy your favorite Wii re-release when a bright light floods your vision, ruining your enjoyment. Hi, I'm Schming Dingleson, and do I have the product for you? Introducing the Sonic Colors Ultimate Strap-On Accessory. Simply slap it on and enjoy the game without burning those pesky corneas. Just listen to these satisfied customers. I was having trouble with Sonic Colors Ultimate, like the bloom was just far too bright, it's just getting to me. So I bought the Ultimate Strap-On and bam, no more problems. What's going on? Where am I? Why is it so dark? Is it nighttime?
I'm sorry, I think we may have gotten a few things mixed up here. This was for the ultimate strap-on, correct?
What the fuck? This isn't my mask! By the way, you can use the Ultimate Strap-On accessory for more than just playing Sonic Colors. Use it as a fashionable armband. Or just a good old tourniquet. How about a gag to stop the squealing? Or a sex toy for those lonely nights. If you call the number down below right now, you'll receive not only the Ultimate Strap-On accessory, but a Baby Sonic keychain for absolutely no additional price.
Apparently, not only did Sega forget I can't handle 6,000 lumens right to the eyes, but also forgot that rainbow rings make sound. Nothing more satisfying than dead silence, am I right, folks? Funny how by trying to add more color into Sonic Colors, they took the color out of Sonic Colors. Look at this. Look at the comparison. Which one looks better, honestly? Starlight Carnival, of course, is home to the Minecraft Wisp, which interacts with the blocks around it because it in itself is indeed a block. What is it with this game and blocks? The obsession came back with Sonic Forces in full force too. Look where you started Sonic Colors and feel bad because of it. The Minecraft Wisp, of course, has its own theme too. Not that I could listen to it, because why oh why would they program in the music? Too high expectations, I think. I'm just asking for too much here. Whoa, whoa, what the hell was that? Did the ships just... No, hang on. I gotta check that again. Mr. Incredibazinga, you done with that fixed version yet?
Oh, I sure am. I'm true to my word.
Thank you. My God, this is getting annoying. You don't know how to fix it, do you?
I don't know how to fix it.
After restarting the whole game, we're back! And up to the bit where you quick step left and right over and over again, and it's really boring. Even Sonic thinks so. Look, he can barely constrain himself. I didn't have a blue wisp for this area, so instead I just used a wall jump to make my way up. Something I actually appreciate in Sonic Colors, being able to do this. Generations only allows you to wall jump in specific areas, and I made my way to the top. Now let me ask you this. How high am I now from the ground? What, 30, 40 meters? With giant platforms made of metal in between? So why can I see Sonic's shadow then? So much for the claim this game has better lighting. If you can't stop shadows with a huge chunk of metal, then what can you? Oh man, what happened there? The rest of the ship suddenly appearing out of nowhere and then the screen just goes black. First we have too much light, now we don't have enough. What in the hell was that piddly-ass 2-frame explosion? I don't want to keep comparing this game to the original, but my god, it's forcing my hand! Jesus Christ, we're only in Act 2 and it's already reusing areas from the first act. I know this isn't really a Sonic Colors Ultimate exclusive thing, but man, I just gotta point it out. People really just let this shit slide back in the day, huh? Now to mix things up, here's a little poem I wrote, just for this video. Sonic runs. He runs so fast. Runs so fast, he's never last. He takes the power of a cube. The developers forgot to put in textures here. What in the fuck? Static?
RadicalSoda, you really need to give this game some slack.
No, I don't wanna.
But video games are delicate things. I'm just saying, maybe it was really hard to make this one.
It's a port. What is there to mess up?
Look, just because we ran into bugs now, it doesn't mean we'll run into new ones going forward. Maybe just try to relax and have a little bit of fun.
Fine. Yeah, I don't believe what you're saying for a second, but like, I get where you're coming from. Like, there are people out there who genuinely enjoy this game, and I should try to be more positive.
Okay, what are you guys up to anyway?
It's Starlight Carnival Act 3.
You wait and see, RadicalSoda. A positive outlook on life will do more for you than you know.
I hate you, Sonic! I hate you so much!
You gonna eat that?
Here we go, an act that doesn't just reuse the level design of Act 1. Really took them until Act 3 to add a new... Oh, right. The spring level is my favorite. I just remembered about the remixes. Starlight Carnival, of course, has some new ones too. Take a listen. Honestly, the remixes here are pretty darn good. I know I've made fun of them a few times, and the fact that you can barely hear them most of the time doesn't help, but there are some solid tracks here nonetheless. I've been pretty busy shitting bricks this whole review, but why don't we just take a step back, take a breather, just for a second, and look at some of the remix tracks, huh? Just for a bit of fun. Let's start with Tropical Resort. Every remix here sounds pretty decent, even if Act 1 doesn't give me the same feeling as the original. Let me know which one you prefer. Actually, listening to them side by side, I think I should point out I do prefer the original. The remixed one sounds just kind of empty. It sounds kind of hollow, if you get my, if you get what I'm saying. Act 2 and 3 sound fine. They don't offend me in any way, and they're not going to start now. They did remake the boss theme too, and yeah, it's just plain better than the original. Now it almost sounds like it belongs in Sonic Adventure. Gee, I wonder why. I've already mentioned Sweet Mountain Act 1's horrible intro, but the rest of it's pretty dang good, as I said before. It captures Sonic's speed a little better than the original, but it also takes a different approach to the genre, I think. Anyway, I can see why some people might not like it as much as the first one, but it's still pretty good. They booted the guitarist out of Act 2's theme and replaced him with a pianist. Originally, I was going to say I didn't like this one, but actually, it's kind of grown on me. I like both versions. I'll you know what, Sweet Mountain, you're doing something all right. For me, the Wii version's Act 3 was pretty forgettable, so I'm glad Ultimate mixed it up a bit and gave the guitarist a second chance to play alongside the piano. I like this one a lot. They also remade the second boss's theme. Hang on a minute. Yep, this one's good too. You don't need any more information than that, really. Starlight Carnival Act 1's remix is just the original track, but more. It's fast, full of energy, and all ready to pump you up so you can go take a dump while the level plays itself for you. Usually I couldn't give less of a shit about Act 2 and 3, but damn, does the ultimate Act 3s go off! I'm really digging this one. If only it wasn't playing in the fucking spring level. Sonic Team really do hear a great music track and say, fuck yeah, put it in the auto-scroller.
Speaking of auto-scrolling, it's time to scroll down to another Radical Soda video because it's time for next time on Radical Soda Sonic Colors Ultimate Review! Will Sega pull its head out of its own ass and deliver a game worth paying money for? Will the Big B make a triumphant return in a future level? Will Bear Grylls convince Radical Soda to cheer up, or will he just spiral downwards? And most importantly, are we nearly done with the review yet? There can't be that much more to go. What do you mean there's 4 words left?